drink the drink.
But I don't want the drink.
He does.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
I don't.
Do.
I don't.
You don't.
I do?
You don't.
I do.
You don't.
Listen, when I say I do, it means I do. I don't really like peaty whiskey. And in this video, I'm going to drink Smokehead, a whiskey that might blow my head off. But before I try it, we need to talk about the branding. Because, I mean, obviously, these days, we can't walk out of our houses without being bombarded by logos, brands, slogans, and edgy fonts, all of which are designed to steal our attention and get us to buy one product over another. For a long time, whiskey was sort of immune to this. For the most part, all whiskey advertising was big, burly Scottish men in kilts. And that worked fine, until about 10 years ago, when whiskey brands cottoned on to marketing.
The mind is an amazing thing.
Nowadays in the Scotch industry, we've got crisp, modern design, edgy fonts, graphics on all of the boxes and the bottles. Tradition and convention now get pushed aside as the Scotch industry reaches out to lure drinkers into its peaty, heathery clutches. Smokehead might be the best example of that. Not only does Smokehead not tell you how old it is, it doesn't even tell you what distillery it's from. You just have really cool branding, an awesome font, and Islay Single Malt Scotch Whisky. So, you don't really know what it is. Peat intensity, smoke spice, it's got a lot of notes on it, but this is a whiskey that's not really made for the whiskey aficionado. It's the whiskey that you reach for when you're in a cool club or a bar because you want to drink something edgy. But just because it's in a cool bottle doesn't really tell us anything about what's inside. So I want to give it a go, even if peaty whiskey isn't usually my thing. Not what I was expecting. So much sweeter than I thought it would be. It's well structured. You kind of go through these highs and lows on this. Really nice. I'm genuinely surprised by this. So it's sweet, definitely has some sherry in it. It's light to medium body, which I think helps me out a lot as someone that doesn't like peaty whiskey. If this were full bodied and I really had it coating my mouth, it'd be overpowering for me. It's also, the peat in it, it's obviously quite peaty, but it's not the kind of medicinal peat that you get from a Lefroy. It's the sweet peat that you maybe get from a Carlisle, but it's not quite that. It's still a bit earthy, like an Ardbeg. Yeah, I have no idea what this whiskey is. I'd maybe guess one of those two. If I had to throw something out there, I'd say maybe it's an Ardbeg, but that's just a guess of someone that's not a massive peaty whiskey fan. If you know or you've got better insight, leave us a comment down below. I'd be really curious to see what you think. Most people think that this is around about 10 years old, which again would be surprising because it doesn't have that sprightly, aggressive flavor that you get from younger whiskeys. This is well integrated, well structured, a very perfectly constructed peaty whiskey, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment because I don't typically pick up peaty whiskey and really enjoy it. But I really like this. It's priced roundabout where other non-age statement whiskeys are, so yeah, it's maybe a bit on the expensive side for a whiskey that's primarily driven by its brand, but I think this has a place on anyone's shelf. And if you're someone that's like me, that's not a huge peat head, surprisingly, Smokehead might be one that you'd enjoy. This is a very good whiskey. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week. I don't want the drink. But I don't want the drink. But I don't want the drink. I don't. Don't. I don't. I don't. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.